Chairs upside down. Closing time again. I got to the mall 20 minutes before they locked the doors. Not shopping, not really, just needed somewhere warm to sit for a while. The food court was almost empty, workers wiping tables, managers counting registers. The smell of fried food still floating through the air, like the day hadn't fully left yet. A teenager swept the same corner 3 times, probably waiting for the clock more than the dirt. The burger place already turned off half its lights. A pizza shop employee stacked trays without looking up. Everybody finishing something, everybody ready to leave. I bought a soda I didn't need, just to have a reason to stay. Late night, empty space, same lights, different face. Keep moving through the glow, where to next, I don't know. Late night, closing bell, everybody knows it well. Keep walking through the haze, lost inside these days. Lost inside these days. A security guard walked past, holding the radio, slow pace, long shift, the kind of walk that says you've been here all day. A couple sat near the window sharing fries, talking quietly like they forgot the rest of the world existed. I envied that for a second, not the relationship, just the ability to be present. My phone buzzed with notifications, I looked, locked it again. Nothing urgent, nothing important, just more noise asking for attention. The cleaning crew rolled in with carts and buckets like a second shift, taking over the stage. Late night, empty space, same lights, different face. Keep moving through the glow, where to next, I don't know. Late night, closing bell, everybody knows it well. Keep walking through the haze, lost inside these days. Lost inside these days. One by one, the signs went dark. First the coffee shop, then the sandwich place, then the ice cream stand near the escalator. Amazing how a building changes personality when the lights disappear. The music overhead finally stopped, leaving behind a silence that felt bigger than the room. I stood up, threw away the empty cup and headed toward the exit. Outside the parking lot reflected the city lights from a recent rain. Cars leaving, engine starting, another day shutting down, another one already waiting. Fade low, where the hours always go. Keep moving through the dark, holding on to a spark. Late night, almost gone, then suddenly it's dawn. Keep rolling through the gray, find another way. Late night, one more turn, one more lesson. Escalator still running. No sunrise yet. Only extended darkness. The night didn't feel like night anymore. It felt like a condition the city couldn't exit. Street lights stayed on longer than necessary, not because anyone needed them, but because turning them off felt unfamiliar. I walked through streets that had lost their sense of finishing. Every corner led to another corner. Every road felt like it had already been walked. A destination announced. The shop sign flickered like it forgot what it was selling. Time didn't move forward, it stretched. When the nightfall gets to end, we pretend it will break before it bends. Keep moving through the night, under fading light. When the nightfall gets to end, no start, just echoes in the dark. Keep walking through the dark, holding on to a spark. A train arrives without urgency. Doors open like they've done this 1,000 times before, because they have. A man sits inside staring at a reflection that doesn't change anymore. Not tired, not awake, just continuing. Even the station feels unsure whether it's still operating or just remembering how to operate. A vending machine blinks, a camera rotates, a speaker hums with no announcement. Everything continues mechanically, but meaning has stopped updating. When the nightfall gets to end, we pretend it will break before it bends. Keep moving through the night, under fading light. When the nightfall gets to end, no start, just echoes in the dark. Keep walking through the dark, holding on to a spark. Refusing to end, it just no longer recognizes morning as an instruction. So it continues by default, and I continue with it, because stopping feels like stepping outside of something I've already become part of. The city doesn't need to explain itself anymore, and neither do I. When the nightfall gets to end, still flows through forgotten city roads. Keep moving through the strain, through all the quiet rain. When the nightfall gets to end, no name, just motion without aim. Keep rolling through the dark, holding on to a spark. Still no morning, only continuation. Envelope on the door. I already knew what it was. I saw it hanging there before I even unlocked the apartment. White paper, bold letters, tape barely holding it against the wind. The hallway smelled like old paint and somebody's dinner. Same as every week, I pulled the notice off the door, folded it once, didn't read it right away, didn't need to. Some things announce themselves before you open them. Inside the apartment, the fridge hummed louder than usual. Or maybe the room was just that quiet. I dropped my keys into a bowl near the entrance. Missed, they hit the floor, and for a second, that was the loudest thing in my life. Past due, late again, same fight, different end. Keep moving through the strain. Standing in the rain. Past due, paper thin, heavy weight on the skin. Keep breathing through the doubt. Trying to work it out. I down to the laundromat across the street. Not because I needed laundry done, just needed a place that wasn't my apartment. A guy sat near the dryers counting coins into neat little stacks. An older woman reading a magazine from last year. Everybody carrying something, money problems, family problems, future problems, just different names on the paperwork. I bought a soda from a machine that barely worked. Sat by the window and watched headlights pass outside. The note is still folded in my pocket, the problem's still real, but somehow smaller than it felt 3 hours ago. Past due, still stand, doing all I can. Keep pushing through the storm, trying to stay warm. Past due, one more bill, one more climb up the hill. Keep moving, don't break down, even when you're running out. Past due, that goes on. Then suddenly, it's dawn. Keep walking through the gray. Find another way. Notice on the table, morning on the way. Platform clock ticking. 4:57 a.m. Clock above the platform had been counting every second long before I arrived, and it would keep counting long after I left. People came and went beneath it, suitcases rolling, coffee cooling, headlights fading into morning. But the clock never followed anyone, it just stayed. Watching departures become memories, watching arrivals become routines. A woman checked her watch, then looked at the station clock, as if one of them might offer a better answer. Neither did. Time rarely explains itself. Platform clock, cold face, watching everyone leave this place. Keep moving through the night toward another light. Platform clock still turns, every lesson never learns. Keep walking through the dark, holding on to a spark. A train arrived exactly on schedule. Doors opened, people stepped out, people stepped in. The clock above recorded all of it without choosing sides, without keeping favorites. A janitor swept yesterday from the floor, one slow motion at a time. A businessman hurried towards gate 3, already late for something, already early for something else. The station echoed with footsteps, thousands before, thousands after, different stories, same direction. Platform clock, cold face, watching everyone leave this place. Keep moving through the night toward another light. Platform clock still turns, every lesson never learns. Keep walking through the dark, holding on to a spark. The sky outside slowly changed from black to steel blue. Morning approaching, without announcement, without permission. The clock continued its work, second after second, ignoring weather, ignoring emotions, ignoring everything except movement. I realized realize most of life happens underneath clocks at stations and offices, inside airports, across highways. People measuring moments they can never keep. Still trying anyway. Still believing anyway. Bang, 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 bang. Platform clock still remains through the sunshine and the rain. Keep moving through the strain. Do it all again. Platform clock, silent guide, standing by the platform side. Keep rolling through the dark, holding on to a spark. Platform clock. One last view, counting me and counting